Yo, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back, and if this is your first time, welcome to Major Slack Videos, my YouTube channel now dedicated to Elden Ring. Time for another build created from my ultimate power start. I got the idea for this build when I noticed that all the official game guide builds had Vigor 60 as a stack goal. So that got me thinking, why gradually trickle points into Vigor up to 60 as you're slowly working your way through the game? Why not just jam it up to 60 right from the get-go and turn your health bar from this into this? Boom! 2,000 health at level 56. Gigantic health bar early game. And let me tell you, this is the way to go, people. The game is 10 times more fun when you don't have to worry about being kicked into the "you died" load screen every time you make a tiny little error. If you're struggling with Elden Ring's grueling difficulty, or if you just want to turn Elden Ring into a more relaxing experience, this build is for you. I can't wait to try this build on my PS4 because, as some of you know, I totally suck on my PS4, but I do occasionally play Elden Ring on it, but I don't want it to be a white-knuckle, heart attack, work-hard experience. That's what my PC Elden Ring gaming is for. No, when I get to my PS4, I just want to chill. So I'm so glad I created this build, and now I want to share it with you guys. To follow this walkthrough, all you have to do is start a new game as a Vagabond, and then run through my ultimate power start. This will take you about 3 hours and will load your Vagabond with a metric ton of upgrade materials and a whopping 160,000 runes. You'll find part 1 of my ultimate power start on my channel homepage, or you can just look at my playlist to find it there. Without further ado, here is my pure Vagabond tank build. This will be a 6-part series with its own dedicated playlist. There will be daily uploads until the series is complete. That's it. Roll the intro.
Major Slack Videos.
Okay, here's my boy James Vagabond. That's right, James Vagabond. Licensed to kill, or in the parlance of the Beastie Boys, licensed to ill. I started a brand new game as a Vagabond and I ran it through the ultimate power start. So this is what we came up with: 160,000 runes and a metric ton of smithing stones. Right? Let's get busy and make you a pure Vagabond tank so you can start running around the lands between in easy mode. Now, about playing as a pure Vagabond. This is not a challenge run. So I don't want to hear any whining and complaining that you're a pure Vagabond, so you're supposed to be using this and you're not allowed to use that, etc. Gag me with a spoon.
You're wearing the Crimson Hood. You're not allowed to wear the Crimson Hood. You're supposed to be a pure Vagabond. You're using a spectral lens. That's not the default Vagabond weapon skill. You're not really a pure Vagabond.
Shut up, Pee-wee.
But I haven't finished bitching yet.
Pee-wee, read my lips.
This is not a challenge run.
We're using the Vagabond's default gear purely as a matter of convenience. That is, we don't have to level up any attributes to use certain weapons. We're simply playing with the cards that we've been dealt. Alright, so let's gear up with the Vagabond's default gear. Let's take off all this ultimate power stuff gear and put on the longsword, which is what the Vagabond starts out with, and he also starts out with the halberd. And let's put on this default shield and all this default armor. Alright, and let's throw on the Axe Talisman just for good measure, and this will give us a whopping 26 physical damage negation, the highest physical damage negation that you can get out of any character class at the start of the game. Alright, so we have good health and good armor. Alright, how do you feel, James? I'm too fat to fuck. What? You're too fat to fuck? Wait a minute, try rolling? Oh, you're slow rolling. You're slow rolling, that means you're in heavy load. Yep, that's the thing about the Vagabond. It's the only character class that starts out in heavy load if you put on all his starting gear. Alright, so we're going to have to fix that by leveling up endurance.
But Slack, you said we wouldn't have to level up to use our weapons.
Alright, Pee-wee. If you want to be a little Miss Nitpicking bitch about this, you can go ahead and take off your helmet and your gauntlets and you'll be back in medium load. Alright? Everybody else, put your helmet back on. Put your gauntlets back on, saddle up, lock and load, follow me over to the leveling up table, and we're going to level up endurance. Now, according to my careful calculations using Newton's second law of motion, farts equals mess times a celery muffin. Wait a minute, is that how that goes? Whatever, I'll figure that out later. I do know that we need to level up endurance to 17 to get ourselves back into medium load. Okay, so everybody level up endurance to 17. Alright. Let's check it out. And we are quick rolling again. Back in medium load. Alright, so let's go level up some weapons. In this particular build, our halberd is going to be the lead weapon, and the longsword is going to be our backup weapon. So the halberd's going to get all the love. Gonna level that baby up to plus 16. Okay, strength and armament, halberd, all the way up to plus 16. We got the smithing stones and the money to do it. Up to 16. That's some good leveling up. There we go. And we have enough smithing stones and money to take the longsword up to plus 7. There you go. Next, we want a weapon that we can put the golden vow on. Typically, I would put the golden vow on a dagger. But since we're playing as a pure vagabond, and more importantly, having 2 longswords will give us the option to dual wield longswords. So you might as well buy another longsword instead of a dagger. Buy another longsword and put golden vow on that. All right, let's go straighten out our ashes of war. Ashes of war on the longsword. You're going to put sacred blade and the sacred affinity. On the halberd, you're going to put gravitas, magic affinity. On the shield, you're going to put no skill, standard affinity. And on your spare longsword, you're going to put golden vow, sacred affinity. Alright, having done all that, we can now start leveling up vigor, which is the whole point is we're going to make ourselves a tank. Right now you can see our HP is at 522. We can crank that sucker all the way up to 1400 by leveling up vigor to 39. Using the money that we earned in the ultimate power start. Now, your mileage may vary. Maybe you made some mistakes during the ultimate power start and you only came up with 150,000 runes instead of 160,000 runes. I got you covered. We're going to do some rune farming. My favorite way of rune farming is to kill vulgar militiamen at the Ferrum Great Bridge, but a lot of you have been asking, well, some of you, not a lot, but some of you have been asking, how come I don't use the rolling ball down at Lanzarise? Let's go do that now. Let's go do a demonstration of that. So start at the same spot here, Ferrum Great Bridge up here in northeast Caelid. We discovered that earlier in the power start. From here, we're going to go across the bridge to the south. There's a big badass dragon there, don't worry about him. Just go charging right at him and gallop under his wing. He may get upset, he may roar, he may stomp, but he always leaves you alone. Don't worry about it. Let's go right under his wing there. I've never seen this guy hurt me, ever. No problem. Once you get across the bridge, you're going to cut to the left. Cut to the left, look for the tower, go straight for the tower. And we got a golden rune graveyard here. Might as well loot it up. Money, 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 money. Grab that. There should be 4 golden runes here. That's 2. That's 3. And 1 more over here. That's 4. Right, jump up on this big rock, and you're looking for the spirit spring, which is right there. That'll take you safely down. Jump on top of it, float down, and hang a left, and go find the site of grace. This is Lanzarise. You can use that spirit spring to get up to the top, get inside, and get an extra memory stone. We don't need it. Alright. Point to the west. Down this hill here, there's a magical ball that appears. When it appears, it will try to kill you by rolling over you. You can get it to roll off the cliff. If it rolls off the cliff and destroys itself, you will earn 1900 runes. It's going to spawn right about here. As soon as you see a big flash of light, you're going to do a U-turn up to the right here, up the edge of the cliff, and it's going to try to kill you by rolling over you. Instead, it's going to miss, roll off the edge of the cliff, and you're 2,000 runes richer. There it is right there. Roll up here. Watch our money. Cha-ching, 2,000 runes. Now we can increase that by taking a gold pickle foul foot. And all you have to do is come back here, hit up the site of grace to reset it, and rinse and repeat to your heart's desire. Okay, so we can increase that to 2,500 runes by using a gold pickle foul foot. Everybody should have 4 from doing the ultimate power start. Let me just rearrange my pouch here. I want the lone wolves there. I want my gold pickle foul foot here. And everything else is as it should be. So, if we take a gold pickle foul foot, this will last for 3 minutes, 3 real-time minutes. And let's do the same thing again. Gallop down. Just wait for the big flash of light, and as soon as you see the flash of light, do a U-turn to the right and gallop up the cliffs. There's a flash of right, do a U-turn to the right, gallop up the cliffs. Ball tries to kill you, and you earn 2,500 runes this time because we got the gold pickle foul foot. I heard people say that you actually have to watch the ball go off the cliff. Not so. You don't have to watch it. As long as it goes off the cliff and destroys itself, you're good to go. Okay, one more time just for demonstrational purposes, and then I'm just going to continue until my gold pickle foul foot runs out. By the way, do not try to fast travel back to the site of grace because it will cancel the effects of your gold pickled foul foot. You have to actually run back to the site of grace and simply rest manually. Okay? And your gold pickled foul foot will stay in effect. As indicated by that little claw thing, the little claw icon below my green bar in the top right corner of the screen. Top left corner, strike that. You see the little claw thing? That indicates the gold pickle foul foot is in effect. Big flash, you turn to the right, and there you go. That's the rolling ball rune farm. And it looks like I got an extra, because I'm up to 22,000 already. I think I got an extra bonus ball, which happens occasionally. I'm going to keep going until my pickled foul foot runs out. And hang on, I didn't go far down far enough. There we go. And let me just cast a spell of hurry the fuck up. And I'll see you on the flip side. Pardon my French. And there you go, my gold pickle foul foot ran out, so I'm going to do one more run. Sometimes that ball will kill a little deer there on the way. You can also get like some thin beast bones. Okay, so there you go. That's one rune farm. I tend to like, I prefer doing the kill the vulgar militiaman rune farm. That rune farm, the rolling ball rune farm, is faster. I would say marginally faster than this rune farm, which is to kill these vulgar militiamen here in this area here, which is right around the Ferrum Great Bridge. There's like about 20 of these guys, these little guys here. You guys seen me do this before. With the plus 16 halberd, all you have to do is just do a jumping attack that's jump strong, okay? Jump strong. That always knocks him down. And then do a couple pokes that'll break his stance and then do a critical hit. And that's it. And the best thing about this particular build is you don't have to worry about taking any heat. Because you can now withstand... He completely missed. Watch. See, we can take his hits now. So he's no biggie. Jump strong. Whoops. Knock him down. Poke. Poke. Knock him out. Critical hit. And Bob's your uncle. And there's about 20 of these guys in this area here. This is my preferred method of farming because it's just a lot more fun killing these guys than chasing a rolling ball around. That's my humble opinion. If you want to do the rolling ball method, be my guest. You got 2 ways to farm money now. Alright, so everybody's got at least 20,000 runes. Got a lot of money. Let's go shopping. On over to Liurnia Lakeshore and the Nomadic Merchant there. It would be nice if we had some kind of like throwing implement. We could use bone darts, which we can farm. but we'd have to farm thin beast bones, which is a bit tedious. We have a whole bunch of cracked crystal that we got from Celia Crystal Tunnel. This is really easy to farm. It's a lot easier for our pure Vagabond to use crystal darts. So let's buy the crystal darts cookbook, which is this one right here, Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 11. Okay, this will allow us to make crystal darts. Buy that, and buy yourself a lantern, just for a matter of convenience.
Not everyone.
Okay, having done that, let's make a big batch of crystal darts. As many as you can make, and throw those in here. Pouch them or put them in your item roll, and let's put the lantern there, right? Next, just in case we get poisoned, everybody go to the first step site of grace. This is one of the first sites of grace that we discovered way back in the beginning of the game, right here in southwestern Limgrave. And we're gonna go visit the coastal merchant. Later on we might get poisoned. If we get poisoned, we need to cure ourselves. To cure ourselves, we're going to need a neutralizing bolus. We don't have the crafting or the recipe for neutralizing boluses yet. So, from the first step site of grace, gallop off to the west. Looking for this, kind of like this building here. Past the building, look for the two birdies. And drop down right beside the two birdies. Grab yourself some shrooms on the way. Taking this route down here, all the way down to the beach, and we're gonna go underneath this bridge right here. Butterflies hop off. Let's go talk to the merchant.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
I need this right here, the Armor's Cookbook 2. This will allow us to make. Typically, we buy this to make arrows, but we're not going to use a bow in this build. We're going to use this to rather craft neutralizing boluses. One, please. And those are these things right here, which will cure you of poison. Right, so now we can craft neutralizing boluses. This requires herba, cave moss, and great dragonfly head. We already have some herba that we collected earlier in the ultimate power star. I'm going to show you where to get some more later on. For now, let's just go down here to this cave here, discover the site of grace. If you ever want to come back to visit this merchant again, you can't do so from this site of grace in here. Discover that, and our work here is done. Groveside Cave. Everybody go to the Church of Ella here in Limgrave. Also another one of the first sites of grace that we discovered way back at the beginning of the game. Hop on your little horsey poo. Horsey poo, horsey poo. And gallop off to the north. Straight due north. This should bring you right up to the entrance of Groveside Cave, right here. Here we go. Kill the boss in this cave and you'll give up the Flame Drake Talisman, which will give you some fire protection. But also this cave has, drumroll please, cave moss, which we need for our neutralizing boluses. Roll into this cave, stick to the right side. You're going to do the boss first and kill the wolves afterwards. You can kill this guy first if you want. Make sure you got your halberd loaded up, holding it in two hands, and the Gravitas Ash of War. This boss is going to be a cakewalk with our plus 16 halberd and Gravitas. Just get near him, lock on, and spam Gravitas. Don't worry if you take some heat. Just keep spamming Gravitas, and he's going to go down. That's it, that's all. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right, Slack loves you. And he gives up the Flame Drake Talisman. We don't want to do this. We actually want to go back through the cave and kill all the wolves and get the cave moss. You can kill these wolves the exact same way. Get near him, grabs this, instant kill. Even the big bad alpha whooped that guy there. And he's not letting me drink up. Drink up there, James. Oh yeah. Okay, now. Oh, still. Okay, you want to do it like that? Fine. Down you go. He's being particularly obnoxious. Okay, drink up. Oh, wait. I'm drinking out my health flask, no wonder. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Ready now? There you go. Got our wires crossed. Everything's good now. Golden Rune and some Silver Firefly. Get all the green stuff on the ground, which is the cave moss. That's enough out of you. And also a cracked pot. So everybody should have 5 cracked pots now. There you go, 5 cracked pots. And let's get the rest of the cave moss, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, anytime you need some cave moss, come back here. Okay, so all we need to make neutralizing boluses is great dragonfly head. You can get those by farming or killing dragonflies. I'm going to show you we can get some free dragonfly heads. It's right at a location we're going to. Okay, so that's done. Next, Death Touched Catacombs. Get another important talisman. We discovered this in the ultimate power star right here. Death Touched Catacombs. In here we're going to get the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. Every time you do a critical hit, you recover health. Perfect for this build. Keep yourselves nice and healthy. For this, I would load up the Sacred Blade. It doesn't really matter though, because we're not going to kill anything as we go through here. If you kill everything in this location, that is all 18 skeletons, you will earn a whopping, drumroll please, 1,116 runes. Is that how bad it's all? And as you know, there are much easier and faster ways of earning money. So just follow my route here. Just going to speed run past all these skeletons. They're only worth 62 runes each. You can also get the Uchi Katana in this location, but we can't use it because we'd have to level up dexterity. Besides, it doesn't really fit in with our build. So just run down here, pull the lever, turn around, and roll past these guys. You go off to the right here to avoid the archers up top. And retrace your steps. You can quickly grab this Grave Glove right here, but that's not a biggie. Don't worry about it. You don't really need to. And let's go back to the site of grace and get all these skeletons to calm down. We've got the boss door open now from pulling that lever. Okay. And he does not want to give up. Do him in. Rest and reset the whole place. Okay, let's go do the boss fight. This is another easy one with our plus 16 halberd and the Gravitas Ash of War. It's the same thing, just get close and spam Gravitas. You could spawn your wolves if you feel a little nervous about this. Pop out your wolves. Ding a ding a ding. Refill your FP. You could wait till the wolves engage them, but we're packing some heat, so I'm just going to go up, spam Gravitas, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, let's give up the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. Put that sucker on, and every time you do a critical hit, you will restore HP. Okay? There we go. Who loves you? Slack loves us. That's right. Slack loves you. And don't you forget it. Alright, next. Don't forget the death root and the treasure chest here. And some root resin. Let's go get another important talisman. Down here in the Weeping Peninsula, Castle, Moor, and Rampart. This merchant has the Crimson Amber Medallion for sale. Right now our HP is at 1402. We can increase that to 1486 with this particular talisman.
Trade again.
This right here, Crimson Amber Medallion. Buy it. It's only 1500 runes. Okay, and if you equip that, you increase your maximum HP by 6%. So basically, the more HP you have, the more effective it is. See, so we're up to 1486. Alright, let's go get another healthy, quote-unquote, talisman. The Blessed Dew Talisman. Basically, we're going to follow this road up here, cut across to the west, and down here to this section of Weeping Peninsula here. And I'll show you what to do once we get there. For now, from this location here, just gallop up to the north here, up this hill. You're going to come upon this pond with some badass dogs here. What are you badass dogs doing playing with flowers? Give me that Trina's lily here. You don't need that. Discover the site of grace. Don't need to rest. Let's just take off. Continue to the north. Generally, north-northwest. Just follow the cliffs on your left side, and you're going to come upon the bridge. You could kill this guy, but he's only worth about 100 runes. Your call, kill him, or jump over him. And looking up at the cliffs on the left side, you see they kind of slope down until they finally meet the ground. That junction is where we're going for. Okay. See, they gradually slope down. Once they get to the ground, we're going to double back. Okay, right here. Double back. And go straight for that pillar dead ahead. See that pillar right there? Right behind that pillar is the door to Tombsword Catacombs. Is it Tombsword Catacombs? Tomb something Catacombs. Tombsword Catacombs. We don't really have any business here except maybe getting a Grave Lovewort 1 and 2. Let's go quickly in here. Equip your longsword with Sacred Blade. Down here to the left, there's the boss door. Don't worry about that. Hang a right. Find this guy here. Sacred Blade. Instantly kill him. Go around the corner here. Wait for this guy to spawn here. Kill that guy. Grab yourself a Grave Lovewort 2 and a Grave Lovewort 1 over here. And that's our business here concluded. Retrace our steps back up to the beginning. And equip your halberd with the Gravitas Ash of War on it. Keep that on it. Out we go. Two-hand that sucker. Hop on your horse. And push down to the south. And keep the cliffs on your left side. Keep the cliffs on your left side here. And there is a site of grace right here. And there is a walking mausoleum. We're going to make use of that later on in this build. So we might as well bring it down. Now, since we have so much health, we can take a minor to medium hit from this guy. So it doesn't really matter that much if he gets stomped on. Only a direct stomp where he comes right down on top of you will kill you. So you can just walk right up, see these little crystals here, use the Gravitas Ash of War to break off those crystals. Just visit all four legs. And as you can see, you can take a minor stomping. So you don't have to worry too much about getting stomped on. Okay, now once you've done a gravitas on all 4 legs, that's usually enough to bring it down. Just back off after having done all 4 legs. Yep, that typically brings it down. And we're going to put this to good use later on. Down you go, big boy. Yep, your stomping days are over. Alright, he will stay down. That's a permanent thing. Okay? I'm going to use that later. For now, let's go visit the merchant. Right here. See this little black smart... What did I say? Smark? Black mark. On the map there. That's where we're going. You want some water, Mr. Mumblebug? Yeah, I want some water. Okay, have some water. Ah, there we go. Alright, discover the site of grace here, and there's nothing here we really want to buy. He does have a lost ash of war for sale, which you can use to duplicate ashes of war. We already have a lantern. You can buy stone sword keys off him. You can buy this lost ashes of war. Don't really need anything from him. For now, we're going to go up to... If you look straight up there at the top of that hill, that tower, that's the Tower of Return. That's our eventual destination. Keep your halberd equipped. Let's go straight up the hill here to the southeast. And see these like 3 little posts here? And you got like 3 foot soldiers here. Get right in the middle of them. Let loose your grab system. Wipe them all out instantly. And the guy with the ballista there is shooting at us. Let's go take care of him first. Forget about the horsemen. Go right towards the ladder. Climb the ladder. As soon as you get to the top, spawn your wolves. Right here, spawn the wolves. Ding a ding a ding. And let's just wait here and have some fun. Yeah. And even the horsemen should pose no problem. That's right, big boy, down you go. Anybody else? I can do this all day. Keep them coming. Who else wants some? Have the guard counter for you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, a gilded great shield. How about that? Too bad we're not going to level up strength enough, but you know, that's always an option if you get one of those. Yeah, they started 69 guard boost. Great acquisition. Okay. Now I promise you some great dragonfly heads. They are over here. Always. It's a guaranteed spawn. It's right... Should be this right here. There you go. 3 great dragonfly heads. Okay, so now you can make a neutralizing bolus. At least 3 of them. Done and done. Let's do a little spit shine. And the reason why we came here is to go to the treasure chest at the top. So let's take the ladder up. All the way up. Kill this guy who somehow missed the party. Alright. And open the treasure chest and get your loot. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's a transporter trap. Uh-oh. Curses. Foiled again. This will teleport us up way up to the Lanedale Royal Capital. And there's nothing we could really do at this location because the only way down is this elevator, which we can't use. And you can't jump down. This is way, way, way too far. You kill yourself. So what are we doing here? It's like we are here because there is a treasure chest up these stairs and to the right that contains the Blessed Dew Talisman. A talisman that will recover your health constantly, as long as you have it equipped. Now, you can't speedrun to get it. Let's just rest so that we can fast travel again. You could speedrun in and out to get it, or you could kill that guy. We can kill him. I think the best thing to do is put the Sacred Blade on your halberd. Okay? Sacred Affinity. Now, if you two-hand your halberd and do a charge attack, this is what you get. You get this double sweeping attack. It's devastating. Okay? And if you put on your Axe Talisman to increase the effectiveness of your charge attacks, okay, enhances charge attacks, and make sure that you have the Spiked Cracked Tear in your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Okay, Spiked Cracked Tear, which also enhances your charge attacks, will be able to easily bring this guy down with 2 charge attacks. Alright, oh yeah, we could also load up our Golden Vow longsword. Alright, so with your flasks at 5 and 5, I'd say Flask of Wondrous Physic, Golden Vow, switch over to your halberd, two-handed, and you're going to target his left ankle. That's important. Running up, lock on, switch over, left ankle, 2 charge attacks, 1, bring him down. And you're going to go for his chest. Go for his chest, do a critical hit, and do the same thing. Lock onto his ankle. And down he goes again. And if you can screw it up, just do a jump attack, and that'll bring it down again. Critical hit. Go to his ankles, lock on, charge attack, and again. And he's dead. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right, Slack loves you. Hey, no damage, golem kill. Was that no damage, or was I... No, that was no damage, because they didn't have the Assassin's Crimson Dagger on. No, I just had the Axe Talisman. And here is the Blessed Dew Talisman. Perfect for this build, the Blessed Dew Talisman. When you put it in your talisman slot, slowly restores HP. All the time. So as you're adventuring around, you take some heat, don't want to use the flask, just slap that sucker on and it'll gradually recover your HP. Unfortunately, I didn't take any damage, so I can't demonstrate that right now, but just trust me, it works. Next! The final leg of this particular journey here, Redmane Castle, we're going to get a really kick-ass Ash of War Flaming Strike. Redmane Castle is way down here at the bottom of Caelid. We haven't been there yet. Closest site of grace we've been to is the southern Aeonia Swamp Bank. Let's go there. Let's rest up. Wait till daytime. Why do you always wait till daytime, Slack? Because bad things come out at night. Bad things. You don't want to deal with them unless you specifically want to deal with them. So yeah, operate during the day, it's a lot safer. Ash of War, Halberd. I'm going to put the Gravitas Ash of War back on Magic Affinity. And this is a matter of... yeah, I always like to have the Sacred Blade on something. So we'll put that on, even though we won't need it. Okay, so take that guy off, put on Sacred Blade. But the halberd is what we're going to use, right? Two-handed. Looking for a beacon. There is a beacon. Get rid of that. Alright, now to the southwest. Push to the southwest until you find the road. Once you find the road, look for the merchant's campfire. There's the merchant's campfire. Go towards that. This will give us a safe route down to the destination that we're going to. Okay, from here, hook around to the left and find the path going down towards the southeast. You see that tower there? They're generally going towards that tower. We're trying to avoid that big bird there and another big bird off to the right. Not that they're, you know, particularly menacing or threatening, but, you know, we just want to get to where we want to go without having to deal with them. Okay, and now you're going to, like, veer off to the east. Go towards that big bird there, pass by this tree here. And now you can veer towards the tower. Let's stick to the cliffs on the left side here. Watch out, there's a gap here up ahead. So watch you don't fall into the gap, like right there. And you're gonna hear somebody blow an alarm. Don't worry about it. What you can do is hop off your horse here and quickly run in here and grab these mushrooms. Okay? And over here to discover this site of grace. Rest up to get all the enemies to calm down. And now we're going into Redmane Castle. There is Redmane Castle. Redmane Castle is in Radon Festival mode right now. That means we can waltz right in. Normally there'd be like catapults and fireballs raining down on this bridge here. But since we've done the ultimate power start and we've already discovered the Altus Plateau, we've had the unmitigated audacity to go up to the Altus Plateau before doing the Redmane Castle. We have now automatically kicked the Redmane Castle into Radon Festival mode. That means we just waltz right in. Which is convenient for what we want to do. Alright, so all the way up here. Whole place is deserted. At the very top, hang a right. And hop onto this platform here. Down here. And I'm just going to drop down this hole here. And quickly grab this smithing stone 6. Yoink. Grab that. And back up the ladder. And up the second ladder. Here, if you can't use your horse up here, if you drop off here, you might actually miss the edge of the cliff here. What I would recommend is going over to this edge here and take a running jump off the edge. Hold down the jump button as you go through the jump, and that'll make sure you land safely here. All right, we got some bats to deal with up ahead. Bats are easily brought down and or killed using the Gravitas Ash of War. So jump up here, there's a bat right there. Gravitas, Bob's your uncle. And again. And again. Come here, you little fuck. Hey, here we go, he finally got it. He's like, oh yeah, okay. Let me claw your face off. Pardon my French. Okay, and continue up here. Here's another bat. You know the drill. And one more. Very good. Refill that peak. Make sure you got your crystal darts ready to go. Over here, right on top of this big rock. Watch it now, watch it now. There's a gap right here. Alright? Don't be suckered into just, you know, taking a little hop down there and falling down that gap to your ultimate demise. Hop on your horse and we're gonna jump the gap. Up. Right here. Get off your horse. Okay, we got 3 bats to deal with. Well, we got 2 bats, just using my halberd as a pointer. There's a bat right there, another bat right there, and one of these, I don't know what they're called, but bat-like creatures. And what we want is a teardrop scarab hidden behind these gravestones slash rocks there. That is the Flaming Strike Ash of War, a kick-ass Ash of War that goes perfectly on the halberd. What we want to do is bring these 2 bats out, kill them from this point here. So lock on, throw a dart, and just wait here. Just wait right here. When he comes close, you know the routine. Gravitas, bring him down. Bob's your uncle. And come on. Well, you need a little incentive? Here's a little incentive. There you go. He knows what I want to do. And here we go. He knows what I want to do. Here we go. I've never seen them be so reluctant like that. Are you done? That's one down. Not you, you. Let's give you a lot of incentive here. Come here. Like, all the way over. Don't be shy. Who loves you? There we go. See, he's trying to draw me close to that guy. Freaking game, eh? It knows what you want to do and it counters, eh? Okay, so now this guy can poison you. This is why I had you buy those neutralizing bowls, crafting recipe thingy. But if you sneak up right behind him, don't try to do a critical hit, it won't work. You can't backstab him. Just do a charge attack. And again. And that's it. There you go. And you refill your flasks, and you can get right behind this teardrop scarab here. From this position here, you can sneak right up behind him and do a charge attack, and that'll do him in. And this will earn you the Flaming Strike Ash of War. It goes perfectly on the halberd. Great acquisition. Okay, and get some Smoldering Butterfly there. And a Golden Rune 9 there. And we're good to go. These stairs here, see my pointer going up there, leads up to a door that's locked. Don't bother taking them. Instead, take the ladder. All the way up. You can switch over to your sword and your board. And what we can do is just go to the east, down these stairs here, find the ladder. There's a dog at the bottom, should be no problem. Shields up, Scotty, and guard counter. Punish that mutt. And in this room here to the south, hook up your halberd with a Gravitas Ash of War and just let rip that Gravitas to wipe out all these guys here. Push in a little more, Gravitas again, and push all the way to the end. Whoops. Hang on, guys. Refilling. And everybody dies. In here we can get a smithing stone. Wait a minute. A commoner's headband. Okay, that's be useful. What we're after though is smithing stone 5 and another cookbook. The Armorer's Cookbook 5, which will allow us to make oh yeah, immunizing cured meat. That will increase your robustness, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that would be useful. And that's pretty much all we can do here. Because like I said, the castle is pretty much shut down. It's in Rodan Festival mode. So, back up the ladder. Smash these boxes here. You can get up on these. This sack here, and this will allow you to jump over. Jump over here. And the place is completely deserted. As soon as you finish the Rodan Festival by killing General Rodan, everything goes back to normal. But for now, let's just discover the Setting Grace. And we got a lot of money. tell you what, let's level up vigor as much as we can. 3 points into vigor. Alright, so now our HP is up to 1500 points. Straight down here to the north. This guy right here, see my pointer, my halberd pointing at that guy right there. You're gonna go to that guy.
Champions, welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is
Yeah.
good and prepared, young chum. The
We are.
festival begins.
Okay, so this basically kicks off the General Radon boss fight. You don't have to do it.
Allow me to pick.
Let's just skip this.
But now,
Complete his dialogue.
the
And he gives you a gesture. Thank you very much. And that's it. Our business here is done. Down this way we can grab a somber smithing stone. I'm gonna go with 3. Nope, it's a 5. Okay. Wrong! Okay, I thought it was a 3. It's a 5. And up here, now that you've talked to that guy, this will be open. At the end here is the smithing stone 6. Right there. Okay, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. And like I said, you could do the General Radon boss fight, which takes place out there. We're not doing that. That's not part of this build. You don't have to do it. You're not obliged to do it. We can just take off. And I believe that is it for this part of the run. Oh no, wait, one more thing to do. Volcano Manor. But before we go to Volcano Manor, we should visit Knight Bernal at the War Master's Shack, because as soon as we join the Volcano Manor, he's going to teleport to the Volcano Manor, at which point his shop will no longer be available until we kill one of the NPC invaders, which is pretty difficult for a melee character unless you're ready for it. And it's a pain in the ass not having any of his Ashes of War available to you.
hello. Here to learn.
So this is basically last call for all these Ashes of War. Anything that you want to buy now, buy it now. Otherwise you won't be able to buy it later until you open up a shop again, like I said, by doing that NPC invasion. I'm going to buy Stamp Uppercut, Kick. Don't want Endure, want War Cry. This is just personal preference. Just buy the ones you want. If you're going to buy anything, buy Spinning Slash. That goes really well on the halberd. Don't need parry. Buy this one. And definitely buy Quick Step. If you buy anything, buy Quick Step. And I'm going to buy Impaling Thrust. I know this costs a lot of money, but I'm not too worried about it because we have lots of money. Alright? Having bought all those, we can now go up to Volcano Manor, which we've already discovered in the Ultimate Power Start. Here, extra long video for you guys today. Here, you want to slap the Sacred Blade back on the halberd. Sacred Blade. Sacred Affinity. And as usual, I always like to have my longsword with, if I'm going to do anything, swap those two. So we'll put the Gravis Ash of War on the longsword, Magic Affinity. And let's go talk to Tanith.
Brave tarnished.
And I'm just going to fast track her dialogue.
Tanith, Rias, a warrior. Perhaps. Will you join Wyx rise with
The
us?
gist of this is she's going to ask you to join the Volcano Manor. Agree to
The
join,
drawing room, but be sure to
and she'll give you the drawing room key. Having acquired the drawing room key, as you can see, if you go in this door right here, which you can use the drawing room key, Knight Bernal is here, but his shop is no longer
What in
open.
heaven's name a volcano? I hope you understood. Well, as long as you... I thought you were tough. Perhaps play, but know that the path... Before you can...
To get his shop to open up again, you have to do a contract for the Volcano Manor, which is this contract here. Take that letter from Volcano Manor. Go to information. This here, Old Knight is fam. This is a tough... This is a pain in the ass. For a melee character. But we don't need to do that. It's not part of this build. Don't worry about it at all. Okay? What we're going to do, first of all, put on our lantern. Back up here and use the drawing room key to open this door here. Perfume bottle, and this is an invisible wall. And you can use Sacred Blade to kill all these snails here. Just follow this corridor down. Keep testing with your lock-on. This Bloodhound Knight here over there, see I'm pointing with my halberd. Oh no, wait, these are snails. We can kill all these guys. Charge attacks, you'll kill them all. There we go. There's some stuff down here, but it's not really that important. We don't need it. Down these stairs here, you want to stay to the right side unless you want to deal with the Bloodhound Knight. That's a tough fight for what we got now. There he is over there. Just ignore him. We're after something else. Up these stairs here. And rest here. Alright, what time is it? It is early day. That works. Open the door. We just want to make a quick run down to the bottom here to a certain location that has 2 smithing stones 6. If we can get that, we can upgrade our halberd to plus 17. Okay, right now we have 3 smithing stones 6. We need 1 more. All we have to do is get past this snail here. This serpent rather. Get up behind him. Backstab. Back off a bit. Sacred Blade. That typically knocks him off. Back off more. Wait for him to come up here. As soon as he comes up, lock on Sacred Blade. That should kill him. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. And there we go. Down it goes. Haha. Who loves you? Slack loves us. That's right. Alright, now. We're almost there. We want to jump down to this rooftop here. If you look to the right beside my boy James there, you see there's a rocky ledge there. We're going to jump down to that ledge and then jump again down to the rooftop of that building there. Okay, this is pretty easy. You just have to inch yourself off this ledge here. And quickly jump off here because there's a guy right there, and then turn to the northwest here, and jump over this gap here. And down into this area here. There's just one little jar roaming around. He may give you a little bit of grief. Grab the smoldering shield. Don't really need that, but you might as well grab it. And up here, get a golden rune 9. And finally, what we came for, on this little island right here. 2 smithing stones 6. Okay, grab those. And I can't go anywhere because this little jar is putting me into combat mode. Okay, we're gonna have to kill him. Let's just suck him over this way. Don't want a Big Daddy to get involved. What are you doing? There we go. Now we can fast travel back to the round table. Now we have enough smithing stone 6 to take our halberd up to plus 17.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your own.
Plus 17. We're packing. We're packing the heat. And I think that's everything on my list. Our pure Vagabond tank is well on its way. Now, what's coming up next? Let me just demonstrate something. We have a huge health bar. But when we drink flasks, they are not going to refill it very effectively. Let me just go take some heat here to demonstrate this. You there, free lunch. Come on, hurry it up here. Come on. Ah, you hit like my grandma. Is that the best you can do? Rawr. There we go. Our health is down to about halfway. Right? Taking a health flask. See, even that, even if our health is at halfway, you take a health flask, it doesn't, even that doesn't completely refill it. So we need to improve our flasks. We can do this by collecting sacred tears. And right now we've only collected 2 sacred tears. We did that in our ultimate power start. See, our flasks are at +2. We can get them up to +10, which will greatly improve how much our flasks refill. Now, the reason why I didn't do this in the ultimate power start, because it depends entirely on what kind of build you're making. If you're not making a build that puts a lot of points into vigor or mind, it's kind of a waste of time to go on the sacred tier run, because you'll be overcharging every time you take a flask. So I'm going to make the sacred tier run as a separate video that's accessible to all builds. So instead of calling it Pure Vagabond Part 2, I'm just going to call it the Sacred Tier Run. And that's going to be a separate video, and that's what's coming up next. That's what I want you guys to do next, the Sacred Tier Run, so that your flasks will be more effective when you use them. Alright, so that's it for this video. The Pure Vagabond is off to a great start. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. Was that worth the price of admission or what? Huh? Extra long video for you guys, 1 hour video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hey, it would really help out the channel if you give me a thumbs up and post a comment and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of my videos. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.